When shit happens, you'll have these liabilities paid for, which means you won't have to buy or sell income-producing assets in emergency situations.
Wealth HQ, empowering you to take charge of your financial life.
Financial freedom. Financial freedom.
Financial freedom is not some myth. Today, I'm going to teach you about a simple way to think about managing risk and rewards while you accelerate on your journey to financial independence, security, and abundance. Financial freedom begins once the income from your investments contributes meaningfully to your expenses. If you save money before you need it, invest it when you can, and patiently wait for rewards by reinvesting in more income-producing assets, then you can create financial freedom in 10 years. As a financial freedom framework, let me introduce the wealth building life cycle, which is about managing the risks and rewards building wealth. We simplify this model using the acronym LIFE because the journey is easier once you know what is required. The LIFE model encourages you to think all the way to the end, 10 to 25 years in the future. The first step to building meaningful financial freedom using our LIFE model is to use intelligent leverage. Leverage is shorthand for an advantage. Intelligent leverage means you are borrowing from your future self to buy an appreciating asset like property, business. You might use a mortgage and get business finance or even a student loan. We use leverage to accelerate our investment returns, which means the rewards can be bigger and compound faster. With this increased exposure to rewards, we also have to think how this creates risk too. When investing, we can't avoid risk completely, but we can minimize the impacts of undesirable events. If you want to borrow from your future self, you have to be deserving of the privilege, with habits and skills aligned with your goals. Ideally, you start buying assets like investment properties that create even more income to recycle into the next investment. This is one of the reasons we focus a lot on yield at Mortgage HQ. So your leveraging decisions accelerate your financial freedom options rather than limit you. As Archimedes said, give me a lever long enough and a fulcrum on which to place it, and I will move the world. Intelligent leverage gives you heavyweight punching power. And leverage through mortgages and vendor debt is going to help you rapidly grow your wealth. You just want to make sure you're not playing Russian roulette without realizing it. To create income streams, you need a strong financial foundation that generates cash flow and allows capital gains above the inflation rate. Balancing cash flow versus equity growth is a delicate balance and needs to be mapped out. Expansion of your asset base is about intelligent leverage. You want to get the most use out of your income and your borrowing power in the years before you start winding back your efforts. Now, most people think about building wealth, it's all about taking risks and making investment decisions. However, we should use Charlie Munger's maxim of inverting the idea of risk-taking to risk management. This means the focus should be on the prevention of losses to minimize risk from the beginning. With investing, we never want to lose money. Now listen closely. Let's say you buy a $50,000 car. The first thing you do is get insurance. Now, if you borrow $500,000 to buy a property, you should be insuring yourself because without your income, then you would probably be forced to sell that property quickly and lose money in the process. This is why we pair our leverage strategy with insurances to manage the balance between rewarding returns with reduced risk. Using I for insurance, we combat inevitable and predictable interruptions to our income with appropriate just-in-case cover. Medical challenges like cancer and illnesses are likely to impact either you or someone close to you along your financial freedom journey. By having the appropriate insurance implemented, you can ensure that these breaks in income don't completely derail your progress and delay you reaching your goals. We don't want to lose hard-earned progress in this journey. Through the stages of building wealth, you should always protect yourself against future mishaps and disasters. Ask yourself, are you a high-risk investor Or do you prefer to do things in a smarter and more assured way? Imagine a scenario where you are prevented from earning an income. Redundancy, illness, injury, misconduct, recessions. You need your income to continue uninterrupted to pay for your leverage. Insurance is an investment, not an expense. With the balanced approach to risk and reward, when shit happens, you'll have these liabilities paid for by the insurance, which means you won't have to fire sell income-producing assets in emergency situations. Now, your greatest asset is your ability to earn income. The F in our Financial Freedom Framework life model is for funds. Throughout the journey, you want to diversify investments on autopilot, ensuring the money you're storing away is carefully managed intelligently and appropriately for your risk tolerance and timeline. This means not putting all your eggs in one basket. Funds is a catch-all phrase for how to allocate your income. This is for emergency funds, KiwiSaver funds, investment funds. You should make sure that you're adjusting your income allocation tactics based on your investment strategies. It also pays to rebalance and get advice on the most appropriate KiwiSaver and investment funds for you to be working with. The fund type and provider are big decisions that often get ignored for too long. Making early and regular fund adjustments will have long-term positive effects, often in the hundreds of thousands for your endgame. The E in our life model, that is for our endgame. And it's critical to have a decent goal in mind that you can work backwards from. 100 small decisions over 10 years is manageable and not too scary once they are mapped out. Many people struggle with thinking about dreams and goals, and we expect these to evolve over time. Grab a pen and paper and write something down. Where do you see yourself in the future? What is your end game? Is it 100k passive income? Is it 10 million of net worth? Is it not having to work? Is it 10 rental properties paid off? Only you can honestly answer this for yourself. Think all the way to the end and use our model to plan with an HQ advisor how you can take the next steps to ensure success.
Financial freedom. Financial freedom.
Wealth HQ, empowering you to take charge of your financial life.